Good morning and welcome. I'm Celeste and this is my FlossTube channel, Celeste Creates. This is Thursday, January 7th of 2021. We've arrived, it's a new year, and this is FlossTube number 13. So if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back to join me. If you're new, welcome. This is my little corner of our game room, my stitching and sewing room. And I'm so thankful that you're here to see what kind of trouble I've gotten up to in the last couple of weeks. I think last week before New Year's I did a whip parade where I went through all of those bags over there and showed you the projects that I have in progress. And I think I counted and there's 15? I think so. And so that was fun. Thank you everyone for watching and all your comments. And if there were questions in the comments, I think there were, and I kind of forgot to look at them before today, but I will get back to you and respond to those if I haven't already. So we are just soaking up the last moments of our Christmas vacation. We had a wonderful Christmas, a beautiful New Year. And we will start our homeschooling again next Monday, and my son goes back to school up in Kansas, so we are just really trying to enjoy these last couple of days of freedom, I guess. I do like school schedule, I like some routine, so I like that too. I like them both. I like the break when it's time for a break, and I like routine when it's time for routine. So we are enjoying the weather. Got a cool front through and it's just beautiful today, and cold for Houston. And I am just stitching, and we're playing games and watch movies and just really enjoying what's left and soaking up those last moments. Put away the Christmas, put the house back in order. I always like that. I love our Christmas decorations, but I do like that moment when the house is kind of back to its normal state and feels a little more orderly. So I wanted to drop in today. I know I did that whip parade, but I wanted to do a normal update today before we get back to school and things get a little busier and it's harder to do. And show you what I've been up to, what I finished, what I'm working on, a little bit of some plans, and then I do have a giveaway at the end. So let's get started, and I've got some stuff here on the floor that is going to be fun. So first step is my fully finished object, which if you follow me on Instagram, I am Celeste Creates on Instagram, and if you follow me there, then you've seen this, and I've been so excited about it. And this is a Christmas thing I have not put away. It is still hanging up on my wall, and I'm not ready for it to go yet. So I'm not even sure will get put away. So I had started Christmas Garden from Blackbird Designs back on September 1st. Liz from Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch and I started that as part of our I know I've said it before, but every single time I have to sneeze. Liz and I started this as part of our Sampler September. We started this together, and I worked on it a good bit in September, and then I picked it back up November, December, and I just enjoyed stitching on it so much, and so it was not hard to push to a finish and get it done, and I'm really glad I did. So here I am talking, and here I should be showing. Oh, I hope I can get that. There you go. So this is my fully finished Christmas Garden by Blackbird Designs. It is framed and laced, and I am thrilled and I love it. And show you a little bit here, and there's some glare from the windows. There we go. I love it so much. So I finished it back on, let's see, I finished it on December 19th, and then I actually framed it on Christmas Eve. I did the framing myself. I haven't covered the back yet, so you can see. I laced it. It's not a perfect lacing job, but I do my very best, and I do like it, and I feel like I can do it. And so I don't know, will I have it redone someday? I don't know. I'm sure a professional could do a much better job, but I can do it, and it doesn't bother me to do it. And if I can find a way to frame it myself and save that money for spending on linen and floss and charts, then that is my preference right now. So it is done. Laced it. This is a frame I got at Hobby Lobby. It is, I think, a 14 by 18. 14 by 18? I'll have to look. Can't remember. But I think it's a 14 by 18. And, you know, I could just pause a second and measure that. Yeah, I'd say this is a 14. This was 14 by 18. And if I can link it below on the Hobby Lobby website. So, of course, I got it 40% off or 50% off whenever it was on sale. And I really love the color. And I decided to leave the glass in it, and I used some spacers. They're not perfect, but you can kind of see where I put the spacers. But again, I can mess with it and redo it. I love the silvery color of the frame. And so you can see that there's a little bit more, and there's that spacer. Anyway, when it's hanging up, you can't really see it. There. There's a little bit more space on the top and bottom than on the sides, but all in all, I'm really happy with the finish. If this isn't its forever frame, that's okay. I stitched this on 36 count Winter Moon, and the golds are the called for colors, Fool's Gold and Heirloom Gold. And then I changed the green to English Ivy by Classic Colorworks, and the red to Cherry Cobbler by Classic Colorworks. So that is done and hanging, and I have no intention of taking it down anytime soon. All right, let's look through 3 whips here. First one is Winter Rose Manor by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. Look familiar? It should. Everybody's showing it. It's beautiful. So I got this and had it all kitted up back at the beginning of November and got busy working on it then. And then I kind of worked on it off and on for a little bit. And then really picked this up after I finished Christmas Garden on the 19th. I picked this back up and worked on this, and I think mostly this. I don't think I worked on anything else until I did a couple of new starts. So loving the chart. It is absolutely beautiful. And so far I am really pleased with how all the colors look on the linen that I chose, and I only made one change. So here's where I am, and I'm going to keep working on this one. This is hopefully going to be, I am such a bad floss tuber. I should iron, right? Sorry. Okay, sorry for that wrinkle there. But here it is. This is the progress I've made. The border is completely done except for the buds kind of down here in this corner. But the border's all done. And I got the house. It's going, and I love it. It is so beautiful. This is 36 count Winter Moon again. And I'm really pleased with how all the colors look. The only thing I did change was the house. It was charted for conch, and to me it was a little boring, and didn't have that pink look I was hoping for. And so I changed mine. I'll show you here. I changed my pink to Meredith's pink. Let me see who that's by, I forget. Is Weeks Dye Works. Meredith's pink for the house, and I really love the variegation. I love the color of the house and how it is on the linen. I know some people have changed the roasted marshmallow to a whiter color, but I didn't. I kept it, and I don't really mind that it's not a snowy color, because for me, here it is up here too in this medallion. I don't mind that it's not a snowy color, because this this chart is wintry and not so much Christmassy, and I could see leaving this up throughout the year, really into February. I think it would be beautiful. So the only thing I've changed is the house color to Meredith's pink, and I love it. So I'm just filling in on that house, and once that's done, I think all the rest will go really quickly. And my goal is to finish this in January and have it up during February, so I think I can do that. This is a good one at this point to just be filling in. Here's all my colors. Probably gonna need to get some more of that pink. I think I might be able to make it. There's the Meredith's pink with all the beautiful, beautiful colors. They are so lovely. And somebody had asked if I would do a short tutorial for my needle tags, and I will do that. So it'll be pretty short, but I'll do it. Beautiful colors. So that is Winter Rose Manor, and hopefully I can have a finish on that before the month is over. All right, next up is a new start. Started with my friend Lisa, Frenzy Fingers on Instagram, and this is gorgeous. I've inserted a picture of it before. You can go to the Hands Across the Sea website and look as well. It is called Ann Webb. She put this out just before Christmas, and I just think it's beautiful. Ann Webb 1829. I will insert a picture one more time here. The colors are stunning and beautiful, and so I printed that off. It was a PDF download, and I chose to do this in DMC. So I started this on Christmas Eve, and lo and behold, it is Winter Moon yet again. Sometimes it just feels right for me, so I go with it. So it is a beautiful sampler, and I'm loving working on it. And here's my progress so far. Love those flowers on the border. This was my first time, you can see them right here, to do Algerian islets, and I'm no longer afraid of them, so that's nice. So this is just almost a page one finish, I think. So yeah, it's almost done, page one. Aren't those colors beautiful? These are DMC. She had several, I think you could do it in the silk, or she had the DMC conversion, and they are really beautiful. Beautiful, I love them. So here, I mean, come on, look at that. So gorgeous. Look at those colors. That blue, oh, makes my heart go pitter-pat. Look how beautiful those are. The pinks, everything, just gorgeous. So that is them. Oh, that is them on the Winter Moon, and they're just lovely. So I am loving working on that and having a good time. So that was my New Year's Eve new start, and I've worked on that some. and love it. And so that's been a real joy. I think it is, how big is that? I may not have it here with me, but it's a decent size. It's not huge, but it's a good size. So love that. I think that's going to be really fun to keep working on, and that's one of the ones that I'm going to focus on during January. And then my last start was my New Year's Day, new start, new year, new start, hashtag New Year, new start. Christy from Crosshatch Quilts and I had been planning this for a while and so excited about it, and ready to jump in on New Year's Day, and my jump was not a good one. So I attempted to start it on New Year's Day, and then I encountered problem after problem after problem. So again, I probably whined about it on Instagram, and if you're one of those stitchers that I communicate with relatively often, you heard about it. And I first want to say, I'm going to talk about it and the things that were difficult for me or that I had trouble with, and then also say thank you to everybody who sent me messages, left me comments, texted with me, suggestions, help. I just can't thank you enough. You were all so kind and so helpful, and I am just amazed at your generosity and kindness over and over and over again. So thank you, everyone. You know who you are, who really helped me as I kind of figured out my issues with the Schmitz sampler. So anyway, I intended to start it on January 1st. So even in my in my book here, I said wanted to start the Schmitz sampler on January 1st. I said had to stop and change linen and work on the colors, and so I was really frustrated by the end of the day, and so I just worked on Winter Rose Manor instead. So here we go. Here's how it all worked out. Okay, Schmitz sampler by the Scarlet House. It is gorgeous. I love it. The colors are beautiful, and I wanted mine to look like the picture. Okay. Christy is doing hers with the silks that are called for, and I had decided that I would go with DMC. I bought the DMC that I didn't have. I had it all on a ring and ready to go. I've had it like that for a month at least, and was so excited, and I really loved how the colors looked on the ring. So then I started, I think I had chosen, what did I choose? Oh, I had chosen Nantucket Brew, which when I put the DMC colors up to the Nantucket Brew, I really liked how it looked. It was lovely. But then when I started stitching that on New Year's Day, I was just stitching and I was like, Christy, I don't know, I can't, this first little bit is it's just not working for me. What's wrong? So then that started a whole discussion. She was showing me her silks. I was looking at other people on Instagram who'd finished it and how theirs had turned out with the silks, and theirs was looking like the picture and mine wasn't, and I wasn't happy. So I spent a lot of time just comparing the colors and talking with all of you and Christy and kind of working through it. And by the end of New Year's Day, I was ready to throw it on the floor and stomp on it. I was really pretty frustrated, so I put it away, and with the help of some people, I decided that I was going to attempt because I really didn't want to spend the money on the silks, and I wasn't in love with the silks from what I was seeing. So I decided I was going to attempt with a lot of my own input and comparison. I was going to do an overdyed conversion. I know there's overdyed conversions out there, and there are people who gave me some suggestions as to how, you know, what colors I might use. And then I did a lot of comparison on my own, and I ordered some colors either Friday or Saturday. May have been Saturday. No, it was Saturday, on the 2nd, from Anita's Little Stitches, which is it's a shop near, I mean, it's probably, the person themselves are like 15 minutes from my door, but they don't have a storefront. But Anita's Little Stitches is super fast, so I ordered it on Saturday. He shipped it on Saturday, and I had it in my little hands on Monday. So I took a break, worked on Ann Webb, tried to calm down, and regrouped. So I had decided that evening that I needed to change my linen, and I'm glad I did. So I did change my linen from Nantucket Brew, which is beautiful, and I know I will use it. I love R&R linens. I changed it from Nantucket Brew to a piece of Dusty Road that I had ordered not that long ago from Seraphim Fabrics. I think Brenda had recommended how much she loves Seraphim, and maybe how it's in some ways similar to the feel of Lakeside, and I've never used Lakeside linen, and at this point I really just can't afford to buy a big piece of Lakeside. Actually, I can't afford to buy much of anything right now. I've spent my Christmas money. And so I had this piece of Dusty Road, which is beautiful, and I love how it feels. I will definitely order some more Seraphim. So I decided I was going to do that, and I started working on converting all the colors. I know this is a really long story, but this has been the bane of my existence for the past week. Okay, so pulled together that, ordered a variety of overdyes. I had some in my collection that I was, kind of tossing around. So they've got the silks, and then you had the DMC, and I was working converting from DMC to overdyed. And I felt like I had done a really, really good job. And I was really happy. And so then I think finally on Tuesday or Monday, I forget, let's see. Monday, after I'd gotten my flosses and made the decision, Christy and I officially started the Smith sampler on Monday. Was making great progress for a couple days, or a day or two, and I just loving all my choices, loving the colors. And then I started stitching a part of a tree branch, and I looked at it, and I'm looking at the picture on the front, and so then I text Christy again. I go back to Instagram, I'm looking at the finishes. Carol's finished it, all these people finished it. Anyway, I text Christy. I'm like, okay, show me what your whatever, dinky dye looks like for this particular part. And she showed me, and I'm like, mine's orange. Mine is orange. So I said, but if you convert from the DMC that were called for, or that was given as the conversion, it's orange. It's 3826. Anyway. So I was again like, oh my goodness, here I go again. All right, now what? So I had to come back and regroup and choose another color, which thankfully I had plenty of kind of golds and things like that. Chose another color, ripped out the orange, stitched the gold, and I'm real happy with that. It looks like the picture, and looks like I was expecting it to look. And so got back on track. I finished all of page 1 last night, and then I made one more color change last night. So here we go. I think I'm done making color changes. I'm very happy with how it looks. I love it on the linen. It's going to be beautiful. And forgive the needle here, it's still in when I stopped last night. So here we go. This is all of page 1, and I'm moving, Christy and I are moving east. And I love it. I'm really, really happy. This is the part right here that if you converted it from the DMC, or if I'd used the DMC, these were orange. 3826, go look it up. So I changed that. Every other color that I converted to the overdyed, I'm very happy with how it looks. I love overdyed floss, and Christy was like, do the overdyed, you're gonna be happy. And I am. Not that I'm not happy with DMC, but it was not working on this one. So this is all of page 1. So the only other color I changed was the white. I had started using Eggshell by Classic Colorworks, but it was not quite showing up like I wanted it to. So last night I ripped out the bit of eggshell that I'd done, which really wasn't much. I think I'd done this flower and then these little insides right here. Ripped that out, changed it to Classic Colorworks Antique Lace, which I had, and I'm very happy. So I think my color changes are all done. I think I can forge ahead, and stitch in peace and happiness. But boy, that was hard. So here we go. Dusty Road, 36 count Dusty Road by Seraphim Fabrics. Beautiful. Brenda was right. I love it. So, love it. Love it, love it. So here we go. These are my choices, and most of these are based on comparisons that I did myself. So here we go. I'm using Weeks Dye Works Dirt Road. And these are in the order, I think, that the DMCs are in. Or the order that it goes on the chart. It's so funny, because I even made myself, I've done this twice and I have to do it a third time, a little card. Sometimes I'll do this if I've made conversions or if it's just too confusing for me to look back. I'll make a little, I think I did this for Consider the Lilies as well, a little card. It's just cardstock. I print it on cardstock and cover it with packing tape so it doesn't get all bent. And I'm going to have to make it a third time. So Dirt Road, Weeks Dye Works Dirt Road, Weeks Dye Works Putty, and Tin Bucket. Oh, love it. I love Tin Bucket. You can see here I stole this one from Feast of Friendship. This, if I borrow, this is kind of what I do. I think I showed this in my whip parade, that I add like just an abbreviation for wherever I took this from. Tin Bucket, Gentle Arts, Piney Wood, which, let's see, I think I don't know if I stole it first from Feast of Friendship and gave it to Pink House, or stole it from Pink House and gave it to Feast of Friendship. But anyway, we'll figure that out. Piney Woods is just the perfect green. This is beautiful. That teal, Mountain Mist by Gentle Arts. Brown, I almost decided to keep the DMC, but then decided I had this Weeks Dye Works Tatanka. It's beautiful. Here is where I switched from Eggshell to Classic Colorworks Antique Lace. The pinkish rose color was, I changed to Cinnabar, Weeks Dye Works Cinnabar. The red, there were several choices, but this was my favorite. Our Classic Colorworks Cherry Cobbler. I've used this so many times. I know that Laura says this is her favorite. I first encountered it way back when I started Martha Davies, and by Chessie and me, and just really fell in love with this Cherry Cobbler. And so then this was the red I chose for my Christmas garden, and here we go again. I'm putting it in Smith Sampler. Okay, so instead of orange, we now have Classic Colorworks Ye Old Gold. And the purplish color is gorgeous, and that is Gentle Arts Old Purple Paint. So those are my colors. I'm sticking with them, I promise. They're really pretty, and they look lovely. Look at that, it's really pretty. And they look lovely on this seraphim. So that's that. I think I'm happy. I'll make myself another little card here. And I worked on that last night. Keep working on that. That's another one of my pieces that I really want to focus on in January, and won't get it done obviously, but just keep stitching on it, right? So and mind you, my beef is not with a designer or anything like that. It's just, I think all of us at some point realize that, okay, maybe that color is just not working for me, or it's just not looking the way I want it to. And so you just got to adjust and figure out how you want to make it your own. And up till now, I think whenever I do something, I use, you know, if I use the called for, or if I'm going to do DMC, I'll do the you know, whatever they say the DMC should be. And so far I've been really pleased. I haven't had to change many things. I've been pretty happy with what I've chosen and my linen, and so this was the first time that it was a real challenge, and so maybe that's good because it made me learn a little bit about you know, kind of doing some of those color changes and adjustments, and but it was hard and it was frustrating because, you know, you just want to start and be happy with it right out of the gate, and I wasn't, and so, but I am now. So thank you again to everybody who helped and supported and encouraged and listened to me complain. I'm so appreciative of that. So those are my whips for January, and I don't think I'm starting anything else. I think that's it. Of course I say that, and then I was kind of like, well, maybe I'll do a little bit of a red, like a little pillow or something, so it's ready for February to hang up for Valentine's Day. So we'll see. Okay, I don't really have much haul. I think I showed you most everything that I either got for Christmas or whatever in my whip parade or before that. So mostly it's just been, I ordered floss to make those adjustments to the Schmitz sampler, and I'll show you here. I have another one that I'm kind of kitting up maybe to start in February, and so I haven't got them yet, but I ordered the rest of the floss for that. And then I've ordered a piece of 40 count linen. I've never worked on 40 count. Well, no, I take that back. Actually, I can show you this. I started a little thing on 40 count once upon a time. This was the summer schoolhouse, and I hated it. It was miserable. This is 40 count mallow, and it just feels really tight, and I was having a hard time. So the other day, there's my needle, sorry. So the other day I thought I'd try 40 again, and I'm just doing a little Quaker medallion with some blue, and it's going okay. It's doable, and I'll tell you why I was thinking about it, because I think I showed you this. I got this sampler for Christmas. That was one I really wanted. Miss Lucy Calcutt, 1825. This is the big one from Just Stitching Along. I mean, come on, isn't she beautiful? Look at that. The colors, the motifs, I love it. So I'm really excited to do this one. So she, I guess it's a she, charted this up for either a Veriswa or DMC. So I am definitely doing the DMC, and I so far I love how it looks. So she's a big little girl, and I like 36, and I'm really happy there, and I'm not real interested in moving around a whole lot. It's my happy place. I'm good. Anyway. But if I do this one on 36, then I have to go ahead and buy the bigger piece of linen, because it's just a little bit too big for a fat quarter. Fat quarter? The 18 by 27 is a little bit too big for that. I could maybe fudge it or work it, but anyway, if I did it on 40, I could get it on the 18 by 27. But I don't know that I want to do something this big on 40, and anyway. So I ordered myself a piece of Old Weeks 40 count something, and I'm gonna play with that and see if that is a little bit easier. If anybody has some suggestions, I know Brenda had made a couple of suggestions to me. If anybody has some suggestions on a way of a good transition from 36 to 40, that would be great. I'll take those in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. But, so I'm still kind of figuring out linen, and it calls for Lakeside Light Exemplar. If I have to order the bigger piece, I can't do that right now of a Lakeside. So I'm kind of wondering if there's just as Weigard I can pick that might make me real happy. So here are the colors so far. These are not all the DMCs, but they're lovely. They are beautiful. I love color. These are just beautiful. So these are more than half of the DMCs. There's several. There's quite a few. So I'm gonna wait until I have all my DMC to pick a linen, and hopefully I won't have a Schmitz sampler repeat. But I love that, and I'm really hoping I can start that in February. So that is a plan, something I'm working on kitting up. And then the other thing, and this is totally someone else's fault, right? It's always somebody else's fault. I wouldn't have ordered it if somebody hadn't shown it to me. This, the other day I got a message from Lynette. Is it Homesteading on the Home Front? Is that right, Lynette? I hope I got that right. So she sent me a message and said, I don't know if you've seen this, but it's gorgeous, and I'm starting it soon, and I don't understand why it's not all over all over Instagram or FlossTube yet. I think it just came out, so maybe its time is coming. But I bought it because it's beautiful. Lynette was right, and I cannot wait to do it. So this is, I only have my black and white copy. Sorry. I will insert a picture right here. So I haven't seen a anything but that photo. That's the only one I can find so far. Is the original. I haven't seen a reproduction of it yet. I haven't seen it as stitched. So this is Lucy Beam, 11 stitches. Though he seemeth sleeping. And so I bought this on her Etsy shop and downloaded it and printed it off. And what's really neat is she gives you, it's not a huge sampler, it is 155 by 193, so I probably will have a piece of linen that I can do this on. But she gives you multiple, love it, multiple thread colorways to do this in. So she gives you a General Art or a Weeks. She gives you a Classic Colorworks, and she gives you a DMC, and then says too, you know, if you want to mix those for the look that you want, then do that. So that's really fun, and I love the colors, and then I absolutely love the verse as well. So this the stitcher is Emily Bestwick, Emily M. Bestwick, aged 11 in 1874, and the verse says, "Dark the night and wild the wave, Christ the boat is keeping. Trust in him and have no fear, though he seemeth sleeping." So just a beautiful verse, you know, to remind you of the passage in Scripture where, you know, the disciples and Jesus are out on the boat, on the water, and the storm comes up, and Jesus is in the back of the boat sleeping, and you know, here the disciples are all worried and working, just that, to trust in him, and he is with you in the boat, and that he is there. He has not left you, and he will calm the storm for you. And maybe that calming of the storm is in your own heart, but that he is with you. Trust in him and have no fear. Though he seemeth sleeping, he's not sleeping. He is at work. He is at work. So I'm excited to start this. I don't know when Lynette was going to start it, but I'm excited for that one. That's beautiful. So I have to work that into my plans. So those are all my whips and such. I don't think I have anything else going right now. I did want to, let's see, I was going to show you, I haven't put this all in my calendar yet, but at the end of the year I just have a little notebook here, so fancy, but I kind of, you know, when I'm going to do a floss tube, I'll write up, you know, what I'm going to talk about. I have like notes in here for project bags, or, you know, different measurements. So I'll do that. I mean, notes. Way in the back, I keep a running list of all my overdyes. So there's my week's dye works. These are all the gentle arts I have, so that, because, you know, they're all over the place, really. They're in projects, they're hanging on my wall over there. Classic colorworks. So I just keep a running list. Actually, I need to kind of update the list, because what I'd like to do is, probably could do this in pencil next to each color, is just put, again, like the initials of the project. Where is this one right now? Because I do spend time, if I'm looking for a color, pulling stuff and seeing, okay, is it in this bag? Is it in this bag? So that might be something I do. But anyway, at the end of the year, last year, which was just a few days ago, I sat down and kind of, you know, after my whip parade, I kind of put down all my whips and plans. Okay, not just whips and ones I want to start, and kind of maybe assign some dates and things like that to them. And then some other ones that I thought in 2021 I'd like to start. And then here's what I need to transfer to my little book of days or planner, is I kind of went through the months and just a loose assignment of things, you know. So like for January is like, I'm going to start Ann Webb, and I'm going to start Smith Sampler, and I might start Rabbit Hollow on the 40 count that I ordered. And I want to finish Winter Rose Manor. So then in February, I want to start Miss Lucy Calcutt, and maybe pick up my whip Martha Davies, and I'm going to start Salute to Abigail with a friend. So not a strict plan, a loose plan. And I'm going to put those in my calendar so that I can, just an idea of what, doesn't mean I won't start anything new or buy anything new, but it is just a guide to help me know, okay, well this month maybe I can make sure I get some work in on this one. So last, before I say goodbye, I want to thank you again for subscribing and liking and watching and joining and listening, and all your comments and your messages. I love it. It's so much fun, and I'm just really blessed by all of you. And I was thinking back on, you know, blessings in 2021, and one of them was just what I felt like it was an increase in friendship. And that's really neat, because in a year where truly we were all shut away, and maybe those friends that I have in person I didn't get to see in person as much, I was still able to, you know, talk with them and get on Zoom. But I felt like even though we were in shutdown, my friends just grew this year, and so for that I'm really thankful. So again, thank you for subscribing and coming back every couple of weeks to visit with me. And I think I'm super close to 3,000 subscribers, and I'd been wanting to do a giveaway anyway right after the new year. So either way, I'm gonna give away these next time. So I thought I would like to give this away. I stitched this last year. This is Carrots and Cottontails Farm by Hands On Design. I did the big one here. And, you know, put it, got it all finished, and put it out at Easter time, so that was fun. I did mine on black Ada, and that was easier for me to see. Super cute. So this is a Pass the Stash. I would like to give this away to one of you, one of my viewers and subscribers. So I'll send this to you. So if you want to be entered to win this, please just say carrots. And if you want to get creative and tell me how you like to eat carrots, let me know. I think I like them roasted best with other vegetables. So use the word carrots and be a subscriber and all that jazz, and be over 18 and don't say the wrong words and all that stuff. You know the drill. So carrots for this one. So cute. And then I had another one that I thought, the reason I want to do these now is I know it's January, but I thought, well, if I can give it away in January, then you could maybe start stitching it and have it done for the springtime. So another one I thought that would be really fun is a little kit that I bought many, many years ago and just never did it, and I don't think I ever will. But it is super pretty. Let me show you what that looks like. Sorry. This is a Mill Hill kit, Buttons and Beads, Spring Series. And it is really pretty. I love geraniums. I love red geraniums. It's probably my favorite flower. I'm just not going to stitch this, but wouldn't it be pretty for spring? So I have it in a Ziploc bag, but everything is here. I haven't used anything yet at all. So this is Geranium, Mill Hill kit. And it comes with, of course, the chart and everything. It comes with the, what is that, perforated stuff. The chart, it's got the flosses to do it with, and all the little beads to add, and then also the cute little bumblebee button that goes with it. So everything is here in the kit. So if you want to be entered to win this next time, use the word geranium. And maybe tell me what your favorite flower is. I don't know if geranium's my favorite flower. I think it is. I like lots of flowers. Actually, no, I take that back. Peonies are my favorite flowers, but we can't really grow them here. Actually, I'd like to be able to grow hollyhocks too, but we can't grow those here either. Geraniums do fine. Until it gets too hot, and then everything dies. So, anyway. More than you needed to know. Carrots and geranium. And I will pick a winner next time and get those out to you. So please be a subscriber if you can. I would love that. And then, but I'll do a search on those words and we'll have a giveaway. So I think that's all I have to share today. And I hope your new year is off to a beautiful start and that you are already noticing all of God's blessings about you. I am doing a Bible in a Year podcast. It's really cool because right now it is the #1 podcast as far as I understand how that works. But it is the Bible in a Year podcast with Father Mike Schmitz, and I am loving it. I have attempted to read the Bible in a year before and just kind of pooped out along the way. You get to Leviticus and then you're done. But not this time. So I've been doing that every day and really loving it. If you're welcome to join in on that. He reads it to you, and then you get a little bit of a, homily sermon for a couple minutes on those passages for the day. It's really been great. So I'm doing that, and then chose a word for the year, and I've done this the past couple of years, and really I was thinking I wasn't going to do it this year. I wasn't going to have one. I was really feeling unmotivated and just kind of just let's do 2021 and hope it's better anyway. But I really felt like in my prayer, and the more I thought about it, that I was being led to go ahead and do a word, and so I didn't do a generator or anything like that. I know they're out there, but I did a word for the year, and the word that just was really kind of presenting itself to me as I prayed about it was the word pause. And so for me to pause this year means a lot of things. It means, first and foremost, pause throughout my day and pray throughout my day, and not just at the beginning or at the end, but really pause and have a conversation throughout the day with Jesus. And then also to, pause and listen to people, pause and look at somebody when I'm talking to them, or when they're talking to me. Pause and take a moment to be kind or send a kind word. Pause and think before I buy something. That's a big one for me. Pause and just look around outside at nature. Pause and notice God's blessings. So that is where I'm at as we begin the year, and I just pray that your year ahead is blessed, because again, no matter what our circumstances are, there are blessings there, and I know that I can find them, and that He's waiting for me. He is not sleeping, right? So have a wonderful couple of weeks. Enjoy the winter weather. I know I am. I know for some of you it's kind of gloomy, but not too bad here. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Hopefully between now and then I can do a quilty tube as well, so we'll see. But have a wonderful time stitching, and be blessed, and I will see you again soon. Bye.